ESPN.com first call. The Augusta Green Jackets are home this week against the Lynchburg Hillcats. Wednesday is Century Night with activities and spaces for Century-sensitive fans. Thursday is Thirsty Thursday and Augusta Rams Night and Jersey Auction. Friday is Faith and Family Night with a pregame concert at Old Milkers Night. Saturday is Star Wars Night with Star Wars Jersey Auction, postgame fireworks, and see blooper from the Braves. Sunday is Pablo Sabaye's Day Augusta Day with soccer jerseys to the first 1,000 fans. Green Jackets baseball. Be a fan.
Join News Channel 6 as we honor the CSRA's best in local high school sports, including this year's Athlete of the Year, the All CSRA Awards, Tuesday, July 1st at 7 on News Channel 6.
Right now at Rooms to Go, shop sizzling hot buys like these stylish complete queen bedroom sets. Choose this Italian lacquer set with lighted headboard or this charming set, perfect for any decor. Your choice, just $9.99. Now at Rooms to Go.
The Live 5-for-6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now on News Channel 6 at 6, a daring rescue on Father's Day.
And our Richmond County deputy prevented a tragedy. As your news at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with an Augusta father and son's afternoon on the water turning into a rescue mission.
And now our Richmond County deputy is being called a hero after this brave rescue on Father's Day. Graham Lee has the story.
Glenn Wright Sr. and his son came here to Lock and Dam on Father's Day for a father and son outing, but soon it became one of the scariest moments of their entire lives. Wright and his son were fishing at the Lock and Dam. They finally caught one, but then
saw my fishing pole starting to tilt towards the water, and as I went towards it to grab it, see, you know, I was in the water.
The current was too strong for him to handle. His son jumped in to help, but he too found himself in trouble.
I just tried to save my dad. That's all I remember. I was just trying to save him.
Sergeant Daryl Grooms was doing a routine patrol of the area when he noticed Wright and his son in the water. That's when he took action.
I took my uniform off, dressed down. I called for the fire department and the first ambulance because that was my first instinct to call from them.
He and another Good Samaritan, Anthony Caruso, worked together to bring them safely to shore.
The quick action of Sergeant Grooms saved the father and the son's life on Father's Day. How about that?
The two were awarded for their efforts Tuesday, sharing hugs and tears with the Wrights.
I think it's special, especially, being that it was Father's Day to, help assist a father and a son.
I know it's Father's Day. I'm not working. I got a son, and I just had my first grandson 4 months ago. So, you don't think about that till it's after it's over with.
Best Father's Day gift ever.
Sheriff Brantley praising Sergeant Grooms for his efforts after serving with the Sheriff's Office for 35 years. For Wright, he's now calling this longtime officer a new friend. In Augusta, Graham Lee, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Wow, way to go. What an incredible story there. Time now for a first check of our weather.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Franchi.
Well, I am tracking a few storms now moving into the CSRA, but you can see most of us are nice and dry. We had a stronger storm over Johnson County with that special weather statement around it. That has now expired as of 6 p.m. You can see we are left with some heavy rain and frequent lightning still, though, around Johnson County and parts of Washington, headed or into Jefferson and Emmanuel, and then some spotty activity here with a lightning strike around Jenkins and up towards Burke County. Now, as we look out to the west of us, we do have a lot more rain and some stronger storms here. Now, luckily, we're not seeing any severe weather, and I'm not expecting that tonight, but a couple stronger storms can't be ruled out. Now, our almanac today for Augusta Bush Field shows that we had a low of 73 this morning, above average by 4 degrees, and our high today was right on track with average at 92. Now, Augusta and Aiken are sitting at 90, 91 in Allendale, 89 in McCormick, 90 in Gibson, 90 in Lincolnton, and 88 98 in Washington. The heat index is currently up to 104 in Louisville, so it is definitely feeling hot and humid today. And here's the live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at SRP Park as the Green Jackets are getting ready to take on the Lynchburg Hillcats tonight. First pitch at 7:05 will be in the upper 80s. Notice on our future cast, we do have the possibility of some of those isolated storms making their way into Richmond and Aiken County, so keep that in mind if you're headed to the game tonight. I'm not expecting a washout, but some brief heavy rain and some thunder and lightning is a possibility. Now looking ahead to the next few days, just a 10% chance of rain for our Wednesday, but then increasing those chances to 30% for Thursday and Friday. I'll have a look at your future cast for that coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. An Augusta commissioner is stepping down. Alvin Mason announced he was resigning at the commission meeting today. Mason said he's done all that he can do and that health reasons played a role in his decision. Just last week, Mason expressed disappointment over the potential name change at the new arena.
I've never changed, I've never wavered, and I've never caved again. And so when you're talking about that in politics, when you're going through bribery attempts, people trying to assassinate your character, people trying to take your federal job away, saying that you're doing local business on federal time, going through all of that, I'm still standing. I don't let anything change who I am. And now it's time to take care of me like I've tried to take care of this community.
Alvin Mason, there is no word yet on who will fill his seat in the interim.
Georgia voters are at the polls for a special primary election.
Today, the annual Giving Your Best Blood Drive held here at Television Park. We teamed up once again with Shepherd to help provide those life-saving donations. Every time somebody gives blood, it can help save 3 local lives.
We often go through, blood shortages and, things like that. So, anytime you can come out and just give a quick 30 minutes just to give, some blood is perfect.
And the blood drive just wrapped up. And don't worry, if you'd still like to donate, you can do so at any of Shepherd's locations throughout the CSRA.
A fun way to focus on cybersecurity at Fort Gordon, CyberQuest has been going on for the last 2 weeks on Post. They wrap things up today. The event helps identify emerging technologies in cyber and electronic warfare.
We're trying to deliver capabilities to the United States Army that makes them more lethal, makes them more survivable. And in an environment like this for an experiment, because it's not an exercise, there is room for failure. There is room to provide feedback and how to improve that capability.
I'm definitely going to be taking some of that information back to base and talk to some people, because there's a few pieces of equipment here that we could immediately apply.
Army Cyber Innovation tested and evaluated 15 technologies.
A popular park in North Augusta is back open with some fun additions. They cut the ribbon today to celebrate the new and improved playground at Creighton Park. That's on Lake Avenue. Federal hurricane money paid for these repairs and upgrades.
Now for us to reopen this park really it's in our downtown. So it's a neighborhood park in our downtown. We have got incredible equipment now, playground, ADA compliant. So it's just going to be fantastic for all our citizens, and we're very excited about it.
There are now zip lines, balance beams, you see those play sets there, and climbing walls. Still ahead, security concerns among our lawmakers.
Why Capitol Hill is on high alert after an assassination in Minnesota. Next.
News Nation tonight.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Tracci is back with us now.
Well, it's mostly dry and definitely hot out there, but we do have a few storms popping up now, and I'll have a look at your future cast with your full Viper 6 forecast right after this break.
Right now at Rooms to Go, shop.
Over the years, thousands of people have gotten their hands on one. And who knows, you could be next. Win your very own Good Morning Augusta coffee mug at WJBF.com/coffee club. Sponsored by Honda Cars of Aiken.
Right now at Rooms to Go Kids, shop these hot buys. Awesome bunk and lofts starting at just $4.99. Perfect for sleep, storage, study, and more. It's the styles they love for less. Plus fast delivery and expert setup. Now at Rooms to Go Kids.
Closed captioning on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Hearing Associates of South Carolina. Weather headlines on News Channel 6 brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. We do have some storms popping up here in the CSRA. We do have that new special weather statement now for parts of Johnson and Jefferson counties until 6:45. That is for the possibility of 40-mile-per-hour winds, pea-sized hail, and frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. And this storm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So you can see a closer look here. There's definitely some heavy rain and a lot of lightning there. Moving out of Johnson County now. Right now it's over Kite and it's moving up towards Wadley and Bartow and into parts of Burke County possibly as well, which is where we're also seeing a few spotty showers. Not as strong over here, but some areas of heavy rain just outside of downtown Waynesboro. So here's a live look in now into Waynesboro. We do have dry conditions at the moment with just some clouds. It's a hot and humid day, 90 degrees, but feeling like 97. A southwest breeze coming in. Now around the CSRA, a lot of us at the 90-degree mark, but some upper 80s in places with the rain. And you can see on satellite and radar that we have a lot of unsettled weather here in the southeast with a couple fronts to our north. And then we also have high pressure. This is the Bermuda high, and that's bringing a lot of moisture into the southeast, bringing those slight chances of rain every day. Now for tomorrow in the morning hours, we'll have a good amount of sunshine and it will be warm from start to finish throughout the day. We'll already be up to 90 degrees by noon, and it would be a great day to head up to the lake if you have some free time, as it is National Go Fishing Day. Now on Juneteenth, it's going to be a similar forecast, just some slight changes here. 93, and then those rain chances are increasing to 30%. So a bit more coverage on Thursday, along with the possibility of some of those storms becoming severe, with damaging wind gusts being our main threat. So we're under that low threat of severe weather, with the heat index staying around 100 and then getting up to 102 over our weekend. So it will be a great weekend for outdoor plans, but remember to stay hydrated and limit your time outside unless you're staying cool and taking frequent breaks. Now, as we go into early next week, that heat dome really settles into the area, and that's when we could even be talking some upper 90s possible. Now, our futurecast tonight at 7 o'clock showing that spotty activity continuing until, say, 10 o'clock tonight. So if you're headed to the Green Jackets game tonight, keep in mind there is the possibility of a brief shower, maybe some lightning, but the storms are not expected to be severe. We dry out by midnight, and it will be a dry start to our Wednesday morning. But once we get into Wednesday afternoon, some showers and storms will start to fire up again, but we're very limited in coverage, and that's because the fronts are still far away from us. But as this cold front starts to inch closer to the area, that's why that rain chance increases up to 30% for Thursday, and we have that possibility of some of the storms becoming severe. Now, for our low temperatures tonight, we'll be around 72 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow will be between 90 to 94 degrees, and that 10-day forecast is showing the 90s sticking around, isn't going anywhere, and low temperatures staying in the low 70s. Those chances of rain will stay between 10 to 30% over the next 10 days to come with partly cloudy skies. Now, congratulations to today's umbrella winner. That is Norma Thorne from Midville, Georgia. Norma, you can pick up your Viper 6 umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
All right, Jenna,
Thanks, Jenna.
Still ahead, the Augusta Green Jackets back home, as Jenna said, at SRP Park.
We'll hear from a top prospect for the Atlanta Braves about his time in Augusta when we come back.
And today's law firm, Channel 6. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
The Augusta Green Jackets back at home at SRP Park this week, hosting the Lynchville Hillcats, the single-A affiliate of the Cleveland Guardians. Now, Atlanta Braves #1 overall prospect Cam Caminiti may not be the starting pitcher tonight, but he's embraced being a Green Jacket this season. The left-handed pitcher from Arizona signed on with the Braves on a $3.6 million contract. Now, earlier this month, he pitched 5 strong innings with 8 strikeouts and 1 earned run. The 18-year-old says he's been getting lots of fan attention here in Augusta from Braves country, and he continues to hone in on his craft so that one day he can pitch at Truist Park.
Just staying healthy, making a start every 7 days. That's the only thing I control at this point, and what I'm eating, how I'm recovering, how I'm sleeping, and all that stuff. So that all goes into pitching once every 7 days. And I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep moving up and keep grinding.
He'll be taking the mound on Saturday during Star Wars night. Now, first pitch for tonight's game is at 7:05 p.m. And the Martinez-Evans Little League Sandlot All-Stars, they made history winning back-to-back Georgia State titles for the first time in their age group. The 9U athletes competed in a 3-team round robin against top-tier teams. They received medals, pins, and championship banners to celebrate their district and state victories. Well, with football season just around the corner, Lakeside High School hosting a 7-on-7 event featuring several area high schools. Now, these 7-on-7 opportunities will gauge just exactly where teams are at in the off-season and where they need to improve, especially with 6 out of 7 coaches in Columbia County are first-year head coaches. Now, some teams participating are Augusta Christian, ARC, Burke County, Evans, Greenbrier, Lakeside, Westside. You can hear more from the coaches tonight at 10 and 11. Now, round 1 of the Vaughn Taylor Championship kicked off this morning at Bartram Trail Golf Club with several local golfers in contention this year. On the boys' side, Walker Gant from Augusta sitting in first place at 6 under. He'll tee off at 9:40 a.m. Wednesday. On the girls' side, Sarah Martin from Evans tied for 4th place at 3 under. Her tee time 8:50 a.m. Colton Lewis is at even par. Tyler Newsom and Kip Madison 3 over. Addison Lukic tied at 19th at 3 over. So we'll see how that all plays out. Excited to see that.
Yeah, some great young golfers on that leaderboard.
Yep.
Thanks, Gianna.
And we'll be right back. We have a few showers and storms around tonight, and then that chance of rain goes down to 10% for Wednesday, up to 30% on Juneteenth, and that first day of summer as high temperatures stay in the low to mid 90s. It will be a hot and mostly dry weekend, and the heat continues into next week. WJBF is proud to honor our parent company with Nexstar's Founders Day of Caring. Nexstar is celebrating its 29th anniversary this year, and to mark the occasion, we're taking donations for the Ronald McDonald House Hospitality Cart. You can drop items off here at Television Park through this Thursday, or donate directly through an Amazon wish list, and you can take your phone to that QR code there on your screen, and that'll take you directly to that wish list. Brad and I are looking forward to Friday morning when we get to go and pass out a lot of those donations to the children over the Children's Hospital of Georgia.
Yeah, thanks to your generosity, everybody. It will be a great day indeed there at CHOG. They do so much for our children, and we're happy to help the Ronald McDonald House Charities give back. And so let's fill that hospitality cart up with the last couple of days that we have to donate. And that is our report for now. We appreciate you watching. We're back at 7 o'clock, of course, right after a very busy World News tonight.
And then we'll see you again for News Channel 6 at 11. Have a great evening, everyone.